Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, so happy that you could be here. And we are back filming in front of my very non-decorated Christmas tree. I do have this one ornament, but we're getting there, you know? You do what you can when you can, you know what I mean? So today I'm going to be going over my December TBR. These are all of the books that I plan on reading in December. As you guys know, I may or may not put a dent in these books because life, right? So without further ado, let's get into it. So this first book is The Silence of Bones by June Her, and I actually am almost finished with this book, so at least I checked one off of the list, right? But this is a crime adventure story that is set in the 1800s during the Chosun dynasty in South Korea. It focuses on a murder that takes place in their city or their town. Our main protagonist, her name is Sol. She is an indentured servant who works for the police bureau, so she helps solve this murder mystery that is occurring. She also is on the lookout for her family that she ends up being separated from as a young child. In the center of the story, there is a lot of political and religious strife that occurs. Although the story is a historical fiction story, it really feels very modern. So I have been really enjoying this book. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but I will say it's a good one and you'll just have to see my true thoughts in my December wrap up. But I am happy that this was my first book that I read. All right, so the next books that I plan on reading, they're actually starting the Six of Crows series. So I have Six of Crows, and then I also have Crooked Kingdom by Leah Bardugo. I've read a few of her books before and I really like it. She's really great at writing fantasy stories, so I decided to dive into this one. I'm not really sure exactly what they are about. I think it's about these group of people, they meet, they have an adventure. I mean, it's like any other adventure story, but I have heard a lot of people talk about these series and they absolutely love it. I really have tried not to read anything about them because I don't want any spoilers at all. And just look at these edges here. They're gorgeous. And look at this red. So lovely. It is a trilogy. I don't think the third one is out yet, but I have literally had these books on my shelves for almost 2 years. Yeah, it seems like it's almost 2 years I've had these books on my bookcase and I just haven't read them, so I'm finally going to be reading them. I cannot wait. I think the winter time is such a great time to read these, so I'm really excited. These are some hefty girls, okay? I think each of them are like over 500 pages, so I will be very impressed and very proud of myself if I'm able to get through both of these. But yeah, if you've read them, let me know your thoughts below. Let me know what you thought. I think Leah Bardugo is a really great author of fantasy and adventure stories, so I'm really excited. All right, so this next book I plan on reading is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I feel like I butcher that name every single time. I don't know much about this book either. There's been a lot of mixed reviews I have seen, but it gives me very like secret history vibes when I read the back of the book. But I've heard that this book is extremely literary. It's very beautifully written, so I'm excited to really get into this one, and the cover is just so interesting. There's also a movie version of this. I haven't seen the movie at all, so I really am going into this story quite blind, but I'm excited about it. Again, I've heard some mixed reviews about it, so we will see. So this next book on my list is This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins, or Cousins. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But this one is actually a book that I am reading for my book club that I'm in this month. And it's essentially about these two characters, Minnie and Quinn, I believe his name is. And they are both born in London on the very same exact day. Their moms were in the hospital at the same time and were having these babies. And it was pretty much a contest that whoever's baby is born first, they have this cash prize that they're giving away. So Quinn is born first, and because he is born first, he has this life that he leads, that he's super lucky and everything good really comes to him. Whereas Minnie, she is born second, I think, and she has this life that is really unlucky and really difficult for her. And it's about how their lives kind of intertangle with each other. I'm guessing they fall in love because this is a romance story. So we shall see how this book goes. I have heard a lot of mixed reviews on this book, so I'm a little nervous to get into it, but I do think it will be fun to discuss it with my book club. So this next book is Cersei by Madeline Miller, and I have heard so many great things about this book. It's such a popular one that many people have read. Honestly, I just picked it up because the cover is so beautiful. I mean, get into this cover, you guys. It is just absolutely gorgeous and super bougie looking, just like me. I'm totally kidding, but this book is about Greek gods, I think, and I was there. Greek gods, I'm totally there. Like, I definitely love stories about Greek gods and goddesses and all of that, so I'm super excited about this one. I've heard nothing but amazing things from Madeline Miller, so I'm really interested to read this. Hopefully I will get through this in the month of December. It is a big one. I think it's almost 400 pages, so another big book for the month. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be swimming in pages by the end of this, but I'm really excited to read this, and yeah. So this next book that I want to read is Coraline by Neil Gaiman, and honestly, need I say more about this book? Most of you guys have probably already seen the movie. It is honestly one of my favorites. I love Coraline. I just love the stylistic direction that the director took with that. And I think Neil Gaiman is a fantastic writer when it comes to like weird fantasy kind of stories. So I'm excited to read this one. I think it's about 150 pages, so it'll be kind of a nice little break in between the really big books that I have planned for the month. All right, and my very last book that I want to read is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This one would be actually a reread for me because I read this a long time ago. I love the movie. I love the story, and I really want to prepare myself for Ready Player Two, even though everyone keeps trash talking it, but I don't care. I still want to read that one, and so I just kind of want to refresh my memory on Ready Player One, so hopefully I get to it. This one, I'm like, you know, if I don't get to it, it's okay because I kind of already read it, so I'm not pushing too hard. But if I do finish it this month, then I will feel very accomplished. And this cover is just so beautiful. It's a newer edition, but I love it. I think it's absolutely stunning. All right, guys, so those are all the books that I plan on reading in December. There are a lot of books that are like over 400 pages, so I hope that I can get to as many as I can. We will definitely see. Let me know what you guys are reading for the month of December. Do you have any big books planned? What genres are you reading? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video or any of my videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you please. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram so you can see all of my bookish posts that I make. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.